These are all of the jobs that I'm going to be doing in my garden this weekend and that you can be doing too. Starting off with planting out your dahlias. So by now the risk of frost should have passed. I'm crossing my fingers. So it's time to get those dahlias in the ground. And talking of dahlias, it's a great time as you're planting them out to get some stakes or some supports to help them as they grow. Dahlias can get really top heavy, so they do benefit from a support. I'm using some hazel canes and some garden twine to create this grid system. It looks a bit messy, but as they grow you won't see it. So number 3 is what's called the Chelsea chop, and it's called this because of the time of year it coincides with the Chelsea Flower Show, but it just means that you cut back certain perennials by about a third, which will encourage them to bush out and give you more flowers. I've put a list on screen of the perennials that I do this with in my garden, but there are lots more, so it's worth a Google because I'd hate to give you the wrong advice. Number 4 is deadheading any spent flowers like these gorgeous geums, and this just stops the plant setting seed and puts more energy into it, producing more flowers. Next is snipping off the tendrils of your sweet peas, and I must admit I never usually do this, but I've seen lots of people doing it, and just like deadheading, it puts more energy into the flower and it helps produce thicker and longer stems, which is really what we need from a sweet pea, let's be honest. Now the rain has come back, I've got a few plants in my garden which are looking rather floppy, like this Ami, so it's a good time to be putting in some supports around the garden to prevent the wind or rain snapping any of the stems. You can get plant supports in many different shapes and sizes depending on what plant you've got. Number 7 is planting up your summer pots. So now my bulbs are over, I'm swapping them out for lots of my summer annuals, like these cosmos, and so far I've planted out some calendula, some amaranth, corn cockle, straw flowers, snapdragons, and these gorgeous phlox. And finally, and maybe most importantly, it's great to be topping up your nematode treatment to stop the slugs eating your precious plants.